It's a welterweight war at the Garden. Dan Tom here with MMA Junkie to help you break down the main event for UFC 268 between Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington. It's a rematch that first happened back in late 2019 where Usman was able to score a 5th round TKO after a very fun and competitive fight. However, since then, Usman has been able to look even more dominant somehow, improving his striking with a camp switch over with ONX Labs with Trevor Whitman, while Covington has also done a camp switch as he is now working with MMA Masters in the same state down in South Florida where he was before. At the time of this video for the rematch, the odds makers are currently siding with the sitting champion Usman in the neighborhood of minus 290 with a comeback on your underdog Covington in the neighborhood of plus 225. Now, seeing the champion listed as a favorite doesn't surprise me, much less even at this wide of odds. We've seen a lot from him. He's been able to even make himself look more technical and more dangerous, a lot more finesse in his movement, and we know he is an excellent wrestler. However, we didn't see any wrestling in the first fight, which is a big X factor, as well as a bit of Colby Covington's move to MMA Masters. And we saw a bit of that change in his fight against Tyron Woodley, where Covington showed a little bit more of a measured pace, a little bit of change up in some timing, a little more variation in his shots, and a little more commitment to said wrestling. I'm going to be curious if he tries to change up his timing, move his head, get on the inside, and get Usman to the cage to perhaps try to wear him down there. But judging by both their wrestling in MMA and as well as their clinch fighting from strikes to transitional phases, I do think Usman is the much better fighter in that regard. Will it play out that way? It could play out competitive like a lot of the fight did, especially in the early going, sure. But from what I've seen to actual tactics, to the strengths of the competition, to similar competition, and how they've acted, I think that's going to be a really key area that Usman can excel. I do think that Covington, with his timing changes, can find some success and perhaps recreate some success in the first fight with both body work and check or right hooks up top. Those seem to have the best effect on Usman, but Usman has also gotten much better at a stymieing jab, a setup jab, throwing to the body, and countering off the back foot, which even at Woodley's stage of his career was able to hit Covington with more counter right hands than I remember. So for that reason, I'm actually going to go with Usman inside the distance, even though Covington is actually one of the few fighters who I've actually yet to officially pick against still. But that's going to change here this Saturday. We'll see if I'm wrong. Covington certainly has the tools to upset. He's got a nice plus number by his name if you like him. But I like Usman to retain here. Check out my main event breakdown in detail over at MMAJunkie.com.